Victims' families recently rejecting Jones' offer to settle the case.
So here, let me tell you why they refuse to settle the case and why we don't need to be celebrating right now. Let's hold up on that. This is actually, this is not as cool as you think it is, y'all. Vote for us for Best Podcast at the Austin Chronicle Best of Austin Awards. How do you do that? Well, you go to vote.austinchronicle.com. You sign in. You go to the category of politics and media. You scroll down to podcast. And there we are at the top. Woohoo. You vote for us right there. Very easy to do so. So please vote for us. It means a lot and it helps us out a lot. Believe me. There is no one, and I don't go around wishing bad things on people, I don't, but when you deserve it, you should get what you fucking deserve. And believe me, I would love to sit back and see nothing more than Alex Jones just get his life wrecked. I do not sit back and want to wish misery on people. I do not wish for people's lives to be destroyed, but this asshole right here, man, if there's anybody that I would sit back and watch their lives just burn up in flames, it would be Alex Jones. And a lot of people are celebrating right now who don't like Alex Jones because they think that's exactly what is happening. The news came out today, and if anybody knows this thing between Alex Jones and Sandy Hook, that whole horrible thing that happened with this elementary school and these kids and this massacre that happened, everybody's sitting back and saying, you know what? If anybody's life was going to get destroyed and wrecked for just even a little while, it couldn't happen to a better guy like Alex Jones.
And the conspiracy theory website Infowars has now filed for bankruptcy. The victims' families recently rejecting Jones' offer to settle the case.
So here, let me tell you why they refuse to settle the case and why we don't need to be celebrating right now. Let's hold up on that. This is actually, this is not as cool as you think it is, y'all. If anybody knows how businesses are, and believe me, I looked this up because I run a business and I'm under an LLC.
Yep.
I'm under a limited liability corporation. There's a reason why people do LLCs. But first of all, let's just talk about how much a piece of shit this guy is. Even with all
let's get a refresher course, shall we?
Because even with all this going on, even with this guy coming back and saying, you know, all right, maybe I was a little out of line. maybe that wasn't cool. But he still is not backing down on what he said and what he did to these victims and these parents of Sandy Hook. This guy's total garbage, man. He's still out there. This man is still out there talking about, yeah, well, you know, I mean, yeah, I said it, but I mean, y'all shouldn't be that hard on me. I mean, oh, it was psychosis, man. I was a little crazy at the time. I'm playing a character. Boy. And come on, y'all, this is America. Do I have to say it to you? Ain't it my free speech to come out and say that these families of murdered children deserve it? Well, I'm protected under the Fifth Amendment on that. Is that the Second Amendment? I don't know which one.
I was going to say second.
No, it's the Second Amendment. Either way it goes, he don't deserve it.
Jones was not in the Texas courtroom on Wednesday, where his attorneys tried to dismiss the first of at least 3 defamation lawsuits against the radio host.
Can I tell y'all why this is not protected under free speech in the First Amendment? I'll tell you why exactly. Because this is what people always try to throw down. They always try to say, well, I'm protected under free speech. Why is my First Amendment right to say whatever I want to say to anybody out there? It's so ignorant to say that, and you could throw it easily in anybody's face. I don't even know why this guy's still trying to do this, and you guys probably already know this anyway. You listen, y'all, and I'm surprised you even have to say this. This is a desperation call on his end. You do not have the right to go out and say something about somebody else if it puts them in harm's way, if it puts them in danger. He was talking about how these families are crisis actors. He was talking about how this is all made up, how this is all staged. And all right, it's shitty that he has a total disregard for murdered children, but he put these families in danger because when he started talking about it was a hoax, of course his followers, his stupid ass, crazy ass followers, and I'm sorry, you gotta be a stupid mother to follow this dude, are insane. But if you're following this dude, I can tell you how crazy you are because they start putting death threats on these parents.
Yeah, harassing
them. So
Great.
if you encourage people to and whether it's directly or indirectly to go off and threaten to kill people, you are putting people's lives in danger, and you do not have the right to do that. I don't give a how much you throw down the First Amendment. You don't have the right to do that shit. I'm sorry, and you shouldn't be getting paid. You should not be making money off the
suffering.
The suffering. Well, the suffering. You should be making money off the bodies of dead children, man.
Right.
You shouldn't be doing that. That is not your. That should not even be your right. You should not be allowed to go in there and capitalize on murder, especially of children. So this dude, free speech does not apply here. So anybody tries to throw that shit down, you arguing with about Alex Jones over, you do not. You are not allowed to put people in danger. That is the main reason why they have. Everybody uses the old excuse of, or the old example of, you cannot yell bomb in a theater or an airport.
That's right.
Because it puts people's lives in danger. So this dude, man, you can't do that. So don't let these people try to pull that free speech shit on you. It's a false argument, man. I'm gonna talk to these guys about what they think about it, and I'm gonna tell you why this whole thing. Now moving on to this lawsuit and the bankruptcy that happened behind it. The parents sued Alex Jones, and so he has to pay these people out. So now he's going and putting all of his, now he's claiming that I'm bankrupt. My businesses, I got to pay out of my businesses. Now you're ruining my businesses. You just want to destroy me. So I'll tell you about why that's a bad thing in a little bit. Now I do have to play an ad right now, and this is a weird place to do it, but I do have to put it right here. And I want to tell you about this because I used this the other day, and y'all saw me use it online. Y'all saw me use it when we were streaming. I want to tell you about honey. Not about what the stuff that bees make. I want to tell you about the service called honey.
Not my side chick either.
Not my baby boo. No, what you say, my side chick? No, not my wife. She's a honey, but not my wife. Not my side piece. I don't have one, by the way. You a piece of something. My side piece of shit over here. But I'm kidding.
Damn, man.
I'm kidding, boo. But anyway. Man, y'all saw me use honey the other day. I was ordering cereal during a stream. I was ordering that magic spoon.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. A coupon showed up.
Yeah, coupon showed up and gave me a discount on ordering my Magic Spoon cereal. And so you guys got to see it work. You got to see that I had it installed. And what you saw is exactly how honey works, man. What honey does is honey goes out there and looks for coupons for things that you might be shopping for online. It does it manually. And if you have it installed, it'll tell you, like it did with the cereal. Hey, I got like 10-15% off the cereal when I got it, and that's some expensive ass cereal. I'm gonna tell you right now. But I also bought some. I bought some HDMI cords. I bought some again, and it came up and said, "Here's 10% off right here." So when you're looking to buy something, it's gonna get you that coupon, and if it can't find the coupon for you, what it's gonna do is it's gonna say, "Hey, if you can, hold up, slow down, wait a minute. This might be cheaper if you just give it a couple of days. So hold off, give it some time." And I'll get back with you, and let's see if we can get you a better deal. All you got to do is install it and sit back and just let it go to work for what you're doing, man. You can join Honey. Go to joinhoney.com/toasted. And when you put that in there, that helps us out because that lets people know that you got Honey because you heard it from us. I want to thank Honey for sponsoring this portion of the video. And, of course, I want to thank all my honeys out there, community, for supporting us. And
help us avoid bankruptcy.
Nice.
Please, very much. All right. So here's the thing, y'all. I went to a site. So don't get too happy about Alex Jones going bankrupt. It's not what you think. Believe me, he's probably not sitting somewhere with that look on his face. The dude's a charlatan, man. He's a con man, and he's like I said, he's just a callous, cold person, man. He's one of those people where, you know what, I'm not worried about it. I'm not upset about it until it happens to me. And with me having an LLC and looking at bankruptcy, I said, let me go and look at what the real story is behind this. I just went and typed in like LLC, Alex Jones Bankruptcy. And I found this article that kind of confirmed what I was thinking. That thing that I dreaded, actually. Believe me, I didn't even want to see this, but I looked it up anyway. I was on this site, Above the Law. If you read the headline here, Alex Jones pays himself $18 million, declares bankruptcy, offers Sandy Hook plaintiffs change he found in a couch at Infowars studio. This is a really good article right here, but now I don't know how true it is, to be honest with you, but I imagine this is how bankruptcy works for a lot of people with a lot of money and businesses out there.
Yep.
So let me read you a little section from this article here, which is pretty illuminating. It says, last week, the Texas plaintiffs filed a lawsuit, and the plaintiffs are the parents who are suing. Mm-hmm. They filed a lawsuit under the Texas Uniform Fraudulent Transfer Act, TUFTA, alleging that Jones has already looted his company by siphoning off $72 million, with $18 million going directly into his own pocket and another $54 million that he paid to shell companies that are owned by insiders like his parents, his children, and of course, himself. Now, big corporations do this shit all the time. They always have these dummy companies and shell companies around. Alex Jones is doing the same thing, man.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. This guy's like, he's pretty much just protecting his own assets. So while he's hiding all this money or laundering this money or shifting this money around legally under his LLCs, he can do it. He's giving these parents like $100,000 a piece.
That's right. That's the saddest part.
Yeah. And that is the worst part. When they say he's giving them change, sure, $100,000 might be a lot, and it is. But when this guy is getting millions, paying himself millions for pretty much going in and putting a conspiracy out about murdered children and making the parents suffer, this guy, Jesus, man.
Let me put it this way: $100,000. That's all in legal fees. It's all gonna go away.
Yes,
that ain't shit. Because as soon as I walked in, we were talking about this when the first thing I said, that's smart, because he's protecting his assets, he's protecting his portfolio. He is on the defensive. Now, is the judge going to see this as a legal move? It's going to be sitting in court. We're going to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But he's a sack of shit, because this is pretty much him protecting himself so he doesn't give them a single penny for all the suffering and all the bullshit. And he made millions of dollars in promotions, in views, in ad revenues.
And that damn fake ass, what is it? Vitamins.
The vitamins,
and
the
mineral
toothpaste.
water.
He had a toothpaste that said that killed COVID and shit. You know what I mean? This is a dude that has made so much money, that has such a big network of his own business, and now he's being taken to court and to task for all his bullshit. He doesn't want to pay up.
And he's pulling his money out. He's paying himself because he's lost a lot of money in legal fees. He's paid millions.
Yeah.
But these parents, they paid a lot of money too. And as you said perfectly, that money's gonna go to pay for their legal fees.
Yeah. So it ain't shit.
Oz, you got anything to say about this? Being a parent?
Well, yeah, as soon as I heard about, him filing bankruptcy, I was like, oh, it's over. I know what this is. And you hit it on the head, Corey and Carlos. It's a case where, are they suing him or are they suing Infowars? Or, you know what I mean? Because if they're suing him personally, him taking his money and kind of throwing it to the winds, is the best course of action for himself to protect himself, and that's all that's happening. And, and you're right, man, people shouldn't get too happy about this because this is a legal tactic that's been used by these big corporations for years and years and years. And, there's no win in this, for, the people who are, for the plaintiffs right now, because if you're getting $100,000, that's nothing. You know what I mean? That's not going to bring your kids back. You're not going to have that money to do anything for your kids or do anything to better yourself because you're only going to give that back anyway. You know what I mean? And he's going to be back on the air talking his bullshit someplace else because, Fox News probably waiting for him to come back and do something with him. So right now, this is just a big inconvenience for the moment right now.
If they, and let's just say, if they want to take that money and take lavish vacations and buy cars and whatnot, guess what? They earned it because they suffered a lot especially at the hands of this monster of a man right here.
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Take that quote unquote blood money and do something positive for yourselves with it at that point.
Yeah. Listen, it's not like they asked for donations for their kids. It's not like that. They are suing a guy that got them targeted with death threats, man. And with with that money that they'll be getting, these families have suffered a lot. They lost children. They've been threatened by insane people. If anybody deserves this money, they do.
Property damage, because some of them have been attacked. Some of them had their properties gone to you. You know what I mean? That when you add all the numbers, it's a bill.
Yeah.
This is not like a simple, here you go, $3,000. No, like, people need to understand, like, if we talk money, like, we're talking millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, I tell you, man, knowing how this guy is running this game right here and just it looks like racking up money for what he's done. And as I said, it's just an inconvenience. So it's almost he's paying himself for the inconvenience. I would love to see this guy's livelihood just get destroyed, man. I would, because I'm sorry, I don't wish this on a lot of people, but man, you don't sit up here and pay yourself and make money off the, like I said, off the bodies of dead kids, man. This guy, and hey, but there's a lesson here. I mean, hey, my accountants told me I got my LLC. There's a lot that goes through it, but I have 3 bank accounts, and one of those accounts is my personal account.
That's right.
And if something happens, if I get sued or something, pull that money out immediately and put it into my personal account. That's what I've been told. So I mean, listen, what he's doing is business-wise is smart. It's just shady, No,
like that. It's a business move. It's legal. Like, I know about it. Oz knew about it. We all knew about it sitting here. That was the right decision for him to make. But that doesn't change that he's a piece of shit.
No.
So let's get that clear.
It's just
we're talking about the action versus the person.
Yeah, it's illegal, but it's just the whole everything behind it is horrible. So there you go, people. So I hate to bring you down, but hey, this man ain't out yet. But they didn't accept his offer. So
no, but who the fuck is gonna accept that piece of shit offer?
They haven't accepted it, but who knows what's gonna happen later on down the line. So and somebody said karma takes effect. It doesn't always.
No.
But believe me, man, if karma was gonna come and kick somebody in the nuts, it should be this guy right here. Let's wait to celebrate when this mother really goes down in flames. But right now, it's not happening. That's not happening. And only one who's probably celebrating is this dude right here. So we're done.
I was gonna say, kills me that I saw him picking up barbecue some time ago.